Good morning. I'm Favi Marti. Today I want to talk to you guys about how I lost 50 pounds in 3.5 months and what has changed in my life since I lost that weight. So there's a lot of little subtle changes, a lot of things that most people don't think about, a lot of things that I didn't even think about. For like one main thing is like walking downstairs, so much easier. When I was 371.4 pounds, let's just call it 371 pounds. When I was 371 pounds, it was so hard for me to like get down the stairs, and my I almost said my ankles. Oh, that too probably. But my knees would hurt so much every time I stepped down, especially the staircase that we have going down into the basement, which is like really old and not the best made. The steps are really steep. There we go. I can say that. The steps are really steep. Yeah. Oh. So yeah, I mean that's like one little thing, right? It's just something that I never really thought about until the other day. I was walking down the stairs and I was like, hey, my knees don't hurt as bad. I remember I used to like really hate going down the stairs because boy, my knees would hurt so bad. Another thing that most people might not think about is I can actually I can't talk today. Another thing that I didn't really think about is the fact that I can actually fit in a booth at a restaurant. Whether that's a good or bad thing yet, I really don't know. I sure don't mind during my cheat days, but that's a different story for a different day. Oh yeah, kind of on the personal note, libido has gotten, through the roof. When I was that heavy, I really didn't think about, I did think about sex. I just didn't really have the desire. Now I got a lot more energy, a lot more life in me, so to say. And yeah, that's just one of those other things that you never really think about it being attached to like gaining weight. But I mean, it makes sense because you have like estrogen that comes with fat and all that. And I guess a reduction in testosterone. Sorry, I kind of went full nerd there for half a second. A lot of little changes, So like now I can fit into like a 3X shirt, and actually I can fit into a 2X shirt now. I found that out today. It doesn't sound like that big of a deal. Like a 3X shirt is still a big shirt for most people, right? But for me, when I was 371 pounds, if I put on a 3X shirt, it was very tight, and like I couldn't get it past my belly button. Like my gut hung out that far. And so like just to be able to like put on a 3X shirt and it to be pretty loose on me, it makes me feel pretty good. This is actually a 3X shirt. But yeah, I found out today I can actually fit into a 2X, so that makes me even happier. I feel really excited about the day that I can finally fit into a large and maybe even a medium shirt. I don't know if I ever really want to wear a medium shirt, but just the idea that I can actually fit into it, that'd be pretty cool. One other thing that a lot of people don't think about, and if I hadn't gotten to that point, I never really would have thought about it, but like fitting into chairs, like chairs with like arms in them. When I was at my heaviest, that was one of those things that was very hard. Like it was either I didn't fit or the arms of the chair would like dig into me, and it wasn't a very pleasant experience. I haven't flown since then, since I was over 370 pounds, because I went to New York City. But I had to fly first class because I didn't really fit into coach, and that's a different story for a different day. Kind of embarrassing, but yeah. So yeah, I haven't flown yet, so I can't really comment on like as far as if like I can fit into coach, or if like tray tables fit with my belly, if I can put them down, because man, I couldn't get them like down past this way, and then it'd be weird because like the stewardess would like try to give me drinks and put them on there, and like I'd have to hold on to the drink so it wouldn't tip over. Just like a lot of little weird everyday things that you don't really think about. Right now I can run up and down stairs. Well, not today anyways, because I had a really intense leg day session the other day, but normally I can run up and down the stairs without a problem. Heck, I ran up the stairs 2 cases of water bottles, so that's like, I don't know, upwards of 70 pounds carrying them, and ran up the stairs with no problem. Just little things like that. I was so heavy, and my belly stuck out so much that if I was slightly bent over to like wash dishes or something like that, my back would start to ache. It would start to hurt. And so like I would have to try to hurry up and take care of it or just kind of deal with the pain. I can stand pretty much all day long and not have any issues with my lower back. So that's definitely another thing that's changed. I can tell you that the main change for me in the last 50 pounds is that my outlook in life is a lot brighter. I can actually feel like I'm making progress in life, and I feel a little bit more happier and, content with where I'm at in life. There's a lot more days where I'm happier, versus just feeling like stuck in the same predicament over and over again. I actually feel like I can do something with my life, like I can change things with my life. Like even just like the tiniest little progresses make me happy, whether it be losing like a quarter inch off of my neck, or being able to fit into a new shirt, or being able to like put on a smaller pair of pants at work. A lot of cool little things that you don't really think about. Oh, that's another thing I just thought about. When I would reach down to tie my shoelaces, if I spent too much time down there trying to tie or undo a knot or something like that, and I came back up, I'd be gasping for air, I'd be dying. And that doesn't really affect me anymore. I can tie my shoes with no problem. It's one thing that a lot of people do and they just kind of take it for granted. But when you get to be that heavy, I was like 29, 28 and some change pounds away from being 400 pounds. When you're that heavy, a lot of little menial tasks that you don't really think about are very kind of daunting in a way. A lot of little changes have occurred over time, and I'm really happy about it. I know it's going to take me a while to lose the next 50 pounds, but I feel like I can take my time now. I feel like I'm not in a rush. It'll happen when it happens. I'm definitely ready for it. I'm definitely looking forward to the day when I can wear like a large shirt again. That'd be awesome. I actually have that as a goal. I have a shirt that I bought that's a size large, and I have it hanging on my closet door, and I look at it every day. So it's like one of those things that I kind of have as something to reach for or something to look forward to. I'm not sure when that day will come, but I definitely look forward to it. Another thing that's changed is my blood pressure. I no longer have to take blood pressure medicine. So that's like a really big one for me because I had high blood pressure for the longest time. If there's anything I can tell you after dropping 50 pounds is you really have to commit to it. You really have to commit to making that change in your life. And I know that that's a hard thing for a lot of people to do, but you have to want it bad enough to do it. Because if you just kind of wing it, or if you just like, oh, well, hey, I feel really excited today and I really think that I can do it. Like if you make that decision when you're excited, then when you're not like really excited, or when like things aren't going exactly the way that you would want them, you might start to tumble and fall, and that's just one of those things where, it is tough at times. It does get hard at times. I'm not going to lie to you guys and say that everything's like all rosy or whatever, and say that, I'm losing, 5 pounds a week or something like that. I lost a lot initially, but I'm at a point where I don't really lose as much water weight anymore. So, the numbers on the scale don't really change. The numbers on like the measuring tape do. So that's always more important to me. In the long term, my body composition is going to change significantly, and that's ultimately what you should be striving for, is to be healthier. Probably the most important thing, to be healthier and make healthy habits. Your daily habits will determine where you end up. One of the hardest lessons that I've had to learn, I'm a very impatient person, but this whole process, 16 weeks, it's a lot longer waiting for something than what I'm used to. I'm used to trying to do things and bang 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 bang, trying to get them done ASAP. But no matter what I do, unless I starve myself, and at that point it's not even worth it, because if you starve yourself to try to lose weight, or you try to make little shortcuts and make it happen, you can lose the weight really fast. There's people that do it all the time, but the thing about it is if you don't form the habits, once you get down there, maintaining that weight loss is going to be very hard. Especially if you like cutting calories. Like extremely cutting calories. You're going to get to a point where you can't cut any more calories because your body's kind of adapted to that new level. So what I've been doing is I cut a little bit of calories, but not too much. I do more so to the point where like I cut down a little bit, but my main focus is on getting all the nutrition that I need in order to build muscle. So by the time I finish losing the weight that I need to lose, or all the fat that I need to lose, I'm going to be able to eat a lot more. And that's ultimately the goal, right?